The environmental story around Pattaya is developing after oil-like material was reported on Koh Larn, and a further local update said authorities were taking cleanup measures at Jomtien Beach and on the island. The material has not been identified by laboratory analysis, so Thailand News Desk is using the terms oil-like material and unidentified oily substance, not confirmed oil. The source of the contamination has not been established. The original report came from the Pattaya News on Sunday, August 9th. It said dark, sticky-looking material was seen along the western side of Koh Larn, with reports involving Jomtien Beach and Samay Beach in Village 7. The affected stretch was described as more than 1 kilometer. Beach and speedboat operators photographed the material near the shoreline before waves carried some of it onto the sand. The available photographs show several different observations. They show dark patches or clumps on the beach, residue on a buoy at the waterline, and material on a swimmer's legs. Those images are evidence of what people observed at the time. They do not identify the substance, prove how it arrived, or establish that every visible mark came from one single source. Some tourists who had been swimming were reported to have come out of the water with residue on their bodies and washed it off. The same early report said there were no reports at that point of allergic reactions or other health effects linked to contact. That is an initial report, not a medical clearance. No verified number of affected tourists has been published in the material reviewed. A further update supplied to TND says Pattaya authorities are taking measures to remove visible spots reported at Jomtien Beach and on Koh Larn. That means the response is now part of the developing picture, but important details remain open. The public material reviewed does not yet establish the exact agencies involved, the total area being cleaned, whether the work is complete, or whether any beach restrictions have been issued. Officials are also expected to determine what the substance is and how it reached the shoreline. At this stage, the source has not been linked to a tanker, a barge, a fuel transfer, drainage, a sewage system, or any other specific operation. Online comments and visual guesses are not a substitute for sampling and laboratory analysis. TND will not label the material as oil until that identification is officially supported. For visitors, the practical advice is to avoid touching unidentified residue. Keep it away from skin and clothing, wash with ordinary care if contact occurs, and follow instructions from beach operators or authorities. Do not enter visibly affected areas simply because other people are swimming there. If anyone develops persistent irritation or other symptoms after contact, they should seek medical advice and tell local officials where the exposure occurred. The key facts remain limited but important. Material was reported on the western beaches of Koh Larn. Jomtien Beach has been included in a further cleanup update. Pattaya authorities are investigating and taking response measures according to that update. The identity, source, water analysis results, final cleanup scope, and any formal safety decision remain unresolved. This is a developing story from Pattaya, and TND will update it when officials release laboratory results, identify a source, clarify the affected beaches, or announce public guidance.